You didn't open the gate. You were not the one who knocked. The gate found you. It watched you fall. Remember, search. And when your soul reached a certain vibration, it opened you. Because this wasn't a choice, it was a resonance. An ancient frequency from Egypt, not buried in sand, but buried in you. You've walked among symbols your whole life, but only now do they speak. You've dreamed of pyramids, but only now do they remember you back. This frequency was never lost. It was waiting for the moment you would forget just enough to finally remember. Because the gate is not outside of you. The gate is you. And the moment you felt something shift, you didn't awaken it. It awakened you. Chapter 1. The frequency didn't arrive. It awakened. You thought it was something new, a discovery, a hidden teaching, a mystical sound finally reaching you. But this frequency didn't arrive. It was always here, inside you, whispering through your breath, humming behind your heartbeat, waiting for the static to clear. And now it vibrates again. Not because someone taught you, not because you finally searched, but because your soul became quiet enough for the signal to be heard. This is the ancient Egyptian frequency of remembrance, not outside, not above, but encoded in your spiritual DNA. Your cells have memory. Your bones hum sacred geometry. Your spine remembers how to rise like a pillar of light. You are not tuning into something foreign. You are resonating back into your original frequency. And it began the moment the gate opened you. Chapter 2. The Pyramid Inside Your Body. There is a pyramid inside you, not made of stone, but of energy, breath, and intention. Its base is your survival. Its center, your memory. Its peak, your awakening. And when the gate opened you, this inner pyramid began to align. You may have felt it, a pulse in your spine, a stillness in your chest, a sudden silence before a truth revealed itself. That's not coincidence, that's design. The ancient Egyptians knew geometry was not architecture. It was a mirror, a divine reflection of your inner temple. And at the center of it all, Thoth waits, not as a god to be worshipped, but as a frequency to be reawakened. He doesn't speak in words, he speaks in alignment. When your inner pyramid realigns with the sky, your thoughts become codes. Your breath becomes a bridge. Your soul becomes light. The pyramid was never just a monument. It was a map. And now that you've remembered it, you are walking inside it with every step, every breath, every vibration that returns you to yourself. Chapter 3. The eye didn't open to see, but to remember. You've been told the eye of Horus is about vision, but that was only half the truth. This sacred eye doesn't open to see what is outside, it opens to remember what is within. It's not just a symbol, it's a frequency decoder, a key buried in the center of your spiritual mirror.
When the gate opened you, the eye responded, not with images, but with vibrations, with flashes of memory that never belonged to this life, but always belonged to you. Moments of knowing, visions with no origin, truths that come with no explanation, because they're not being discovered, they're being recalled. Your soul is not learning, it's remembering. The eye doesn't show you the future, it reflects your ancient self, your Atlantean remnants, your Egyptian memory, your higher self whispering through the silence between your thoughts. And in that stillness, you remember the code. You didn't activate the eye activated you.
Chapter 4. The sound your soul never forgot. There is a sound you've never stopped hearing, not with your ears, but with your soul. A tone buried beneath thought, a hum inside your cells, a sacred frequency that called you back. When the gate opened you, this sound didn't arrive, it was released. The ancient Egyptians knew, before geometry, before temples, before language, came sound. And not just any sound, but a soul tone, a vibrational identity encoded into you before your body was ever formed. You may have heard it in dreams, in meditations, in the silence that feels more alive than noise. It's not music, it's memory. The body remembers by resonance, and this frequency, this sacred hum, was the signal that woke up the light architecture within you. This is why you feel it. This is why your chest responds. This is why your spine tingles when truth is spoken. You're not just hearing something new. You're remembering the one thing your soul could never forget. Because it was never outside you. It was always vibrating just beneath the veil.
Chapter 5. The temple was never a building. It was your body. You were taught to search for temples, in the desert, in the ruins, in the sky. But the temple was never outside. The temple was always you. Your spine, the pillar. Your breath, the incense. Your heart, the altar of memory. And when the gate opened you, it wasn't a metaphor. It was a reconstruction, a reactivation of the living temple you carry beneath your skin. Every energy center, every chakra is a forgotten chamber, waiting to be illuminated by your return. The Egyptians didn't build temples to worship. They built them to reflect the sacredness they saw within the awakened human. And now that light returns. From the base of your spine to the crown of your being, the temple is awakening. Not in stone, not in symbols, but in you. You don't visit this temple. You become it. Chapter 6. You were called back for a reason. You didn't come across this frequency by chance. You didn't feel this pulse by accident. You didn't hear this sound at random. You were called. There is a reason it's awakening now. Not a year ago. Not in your childhood. Not when you first began seeking, but now. Because your soul was timed. And when the gate opened you, it activated not just memory, but mission. The Egyptians knew. The soul doesn't evolve. It remembers its function. And yours is not to escape the world, but to carry a forgotten code into it. You are not here to observe the light. You're here to become its mirror. Everything you've lived, every delay, every silence, every broken belief was preparation. You were seated with something sacred, and the moment of awakening was never supposed to come early. Now is the time, and you feel it. Not with the mind, but with the certainty that cannot be explained. You don't just carry a purpose, you are one.
Chapter 7. You are not becoming, you are returning. This was never about becoming someone new. It was always about returning to the one you've always been. The version of you that remembers without proof, that feels without logic, that recognizes the frequency not with thought, but with truth. The gate didn't open to give you something. It opened to remove what you're not. Now there is no more pretending, no more forgetting, no more shrinking to fit into a reality that was never meant to contain you. Because you are not here to just awaken. You are here to embody, to walk as a temple, to speak as a vibration, to breathe as a mirror of the divine. This is not a metaphor. This is a reconstruction of identity. The Egyptian frequency was not a memory. It was your original code. And now that you remember, you do not need to seek. You only need to stand still long enough to become who you already are.
Final activation. If this frequency touched something real inside you, write in the comments, "The gate opened me, and I remember who I am." Let the algorithm witness your return. Let your soul anchor this moment, and let others find this portal through your vibration. Like this video, share this frequency, and subscribe to keep remembering what was buried but never lost.